Clover? What's the matter? He's gonna have to watch her die just of old age. Just feeling a little bit dizzy. Don't worry. Or did she, like, change the island when she arrived? Is he aging? Clover? What's wrong? Clover? Wake up. What's happening? Get up. Someone help. Clover, say something to me, please. Ooh, now we're Evan. No jump mechanic, just walking. I bet something happened to the island. And oh, who's this? You're not from here, are you? Wait a second, the hobo? I think you're confusing me with someone else. What brings you here, fella? I'd like to ask you about Clover. Clover? You never met a boy with such a kind heart. Boy, ever since he knew about my knee, he does the grocery store shopping for me. Can you believe it? He sure knows how to make an old man happy. It's a shame he's going through all that, don't you agree? Huh? Stop talking nonsense, would you? I don't get all the young people slang these days. Talking about his disease. And his remaining days. What did you say? Is he ill? Didn't you know? Why did nobody ever tell me anything? It doesn't matter. Thanks for your time. Clover, ill? Nobody ever tells me anything in this town. Alright. Gotta check all the dialogue options. Who do we have here? Hey, I'm truly sorry, but right now I don't have a... Oh, no, I didn't come for that. I just want to ask you about Clover. Clover? He's the personification of humility. If there's anything he loves, it's his little sister. Between you and me, he's a better father than a bunch of folks around here. How long since you knew about his condition? What are you talking about? Going through a lethal disease in an advanced state. So you weren't aware? Huh? Who told you that? He himself. Thought you knew. I had no idea. Since when? Afraid I'm not aware of the details. That's all I know. Anyways, thanks for your time. Dog, did you know about Clover's disease? You can pet the dog. 10 out of 10. Oh, the tag says Apollo. 10 out of 10 is good game. You can pet dog. Hey, kid. You know a guy named Clover? Clover? Oh, yeah, he's my friend, you know. One day we were playing bliss ball with my friends and he was just walking by. He realized that they had left me out because I wasn't that good. He approached me and said, ignore them, bliss balls for losers. Do you know how to play Spy Master? I didn't, so he invited me to his house and taught me. Ever since, I have won every single one of the Spy Master tournaments at school. I want this to be a real game. What is Spy Master? I'm sure you beat me too. By any chance, you know he was sick. Fortunately, it's unlikely it'll get better. And, you don't have many days left. Huh? What did you say? I don't believe you. You would have told me. You're lying. It's a lie, it's a lie. You're a liar. Hey, easy. Liar. Aww. Hey, kid, wait. Sorry for my grandson. Dang, Clover's just like the all-around good guy, and we didn't trust him at first. But he's just a class act. Thing is, this news isn't just shocking for us. It's also really devastating. Clover's like a member of our family. Can't imagine why he wouldn't have told us. I'm sure he didn't want us to worry. He hasn't been the same since his father died. It hurt us all, but he's had it the worst. He must be really going through a nightmare. Really nothing we can do? We had money. Wouldn't make a difference. According to Clover, there's no treatment. So we'll just have to wait and be with him until... There's always the legend. The legend? Bastion again with that? What's he talking about? It's an old fairy tale from around here. It's no fairy tale. Bastion, where did you get that? I told you it was real. We found it with Cecil in a strange shrine when we were playing in the woods. What is this legend about? What is that notebook? It's an old tale that says something about a hidden island. It holds the secret to eternal life. Though nobody has found it and never lived to tell about it, this legendary notebook, so it's said, reveals the location. Hey, you stranger. What, me? Come here. I don't know who you think you are. Clover telling you his secrets doesn't make you special. I'm still his best friend, understand? Bastion. Alright, sorry. In any case, stranger, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you find the island for me? I don't want for Clover to leave us. And it may be our last hope. I'd do it myself, but Mom won't let me be outside after 8 o'clock. Bastion, leave the poor man alone. Leave it to me. You really plan on going? It's just a fairy tale. I've got nothing to lose. In that case, I'll lend you my boat. I'll also make a bag of supplies for you. Hey, that doesn't sound half bad. We'll help in any way we can. Any friend of Clover's is a friend of ours too. Friend, huh? I'll leave immediately. Yeah, Clover just wanted a family. That's what he wanted that money couldn't buy. Goodbye, Dysis. And here we are on the island. Oh, great. How am I supposed to get back now? The island. Time to discover if what they say about you is true. Alright. Oh, look, hey, look at us. Dang. Okay. Oh. Man, look at the way that he stretches when he jumps and then just gently kind of squashes back together. I'm talking animation nerd stuff right now, but look at this. Look how good this looks. Like, when he jumps, his whole body immediately elongates, but as he reaches the pinnacle of his jump, he kind of squashes back together. Ooh, oh, it looks so good. And his hair too, like his hair flows behind him, and then like he becomes weightless for a moment right at the top of the jump. Oh, there. Oh, the animation in this game is so good. I love it. All right. And here we go, the monoliths. There's no way they're going to make us go through all of them again, right? I'm just realizing that whenever we get to the top, they kind of bloom. Flowers bloom up there. Okay, first word. Guess I'll be here for a while. No, it took me a couple hours. You're good. Alright. So... man, having done all these and like kind of having this type of puzzle in my brain, all this stuff is way easier now. Alright, so he's just writing down things. wonder if we really are going to go through them all again. I just want to get these on a different cycle, that's all. There we go. Write it down. Alright, Evan. Me and you, buddy. Speed run. Gotta get them speed run strats. There it is. Yes. Yeah, the vines grow and the flowers bloom. I love it. Let's see. I'm still wondering about Andre and all of this. Oh, okay. They're not going to make us do all the puzzles again. And there's Evan solving everything. I guess it's time. Let's see. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not. Nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity. Because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of it meaning lacks. Will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever. My endless true eternity. Okay, wait. So, yeah, there was a different translation to that. That one makes it sound like somebody truly selfless can be here forever, but once he wants... Ah, man. What? What the hell's that supposed to mean? That doesn't exist? No, I must have read it wrong. Eternal is not, nor will become... meaning lacks. What? What am I supposed to do? Clover. Please don't die. See, Vincent? I don't know what kind of fool you take me for, but you don't need to be a genius to realize you're hiding from something. And if I win, I want you to go back and face it. Evan, did you go back and face it? That it? No, we got a cell phone here. Hello? I wondering if we can meet, please. Huh? Who is this? It's me. Who? You gotta be kidding me. Vincent, is that you? Not gonna lie here, I was pretty sure you were dead. At this point, I know, you probably hate me. But I really need to talk to you. We're talking right now, aren't we? Face to face. I want us to settle this once and for all. Where are you? Write down the following coordinates. Okay, don't worry, it's a safe place. Should I come alone or can I bring someone? Are they trustworthy? He's my right-hand man. I suppose that's no problem. Must be Nicola. Andre and Nicola. And they're gonna get on the plan here. Well, what do we have here? If it isn't the prodigy, the most brilliant and promising mind the world has ever known, he who will guide humanity to a better world. You done. Love the way that his little arms waggle, like he's clearly wearing his sleeves over his hands. Have you been here all this time? What the heck is this place? Anyway, you gonna tell me why you brought me here? Nicola's waiting for me on the other side. I knew it! I knew it! I want to reveal the truth to the world. Oh, you're serious? Let me get this straight, Vincent. You're returning to me what is mine? That's the least an author can demand, right? After all these years, you just show up all of a sudden and you deign to do what you should have done from the start. You're expecting a prize or something? Dude, you're something else, all right. You should act like I'm the one responsible for all this. Like I was the only Evan. You're as much a part of this as me. Oh, so is Evan just like a conglomerate of people? Why then was revealing the truth my responsibility? What was stopping you? You could have spoken up at any time, but you kept quiet. You did exactly the same thing I did. You want to know the teeny little difference, my old friend? You were the face. Let me ask you something. What did you think would happen if Andre Ager decides to reveal the truth in the world? It'd just be one of those tabloids where an ex-employee from Area 51 reveals top-secret info. No matter how plausible a testimony, the man never has proof. People don't believe him. Is it because he's lying? Most likely. But in many cases, it's the other way around. Of course the government won't keep files on his name. And of course they'd scrub every last shred of evidence suggesting he ever worked there. The absence of proof, paradoxically, becomes the proof. I'm not lying. I did work there, but they erased all the files and then my memories. Ring any bells? My name doesn't mean anything. However, if Mr. Evan Goldstein himself comes out and says something, that's a different story. And you know how people love faces. The story of the poor orphan kid who becomes a brilliant millionaire and wins everybody's heart. They don't seem to realize they've been told the same story over and over again. And still they always fall for it. And I'm sure they believe any nonsense that comes out of your mouth. We're doomed as a species, no doubt about it. I may be more Evan than you, but as far as people are concerned, you and only you are Evan. That is why, my friend, the responsibility was on your shoulders. But instead, you just ran away. You ran away taking everything that should have been mine. Seems you weren't so upset with what they created after all. You think I enjoyed doing that? You think I had a good time seeing you like that? You think I didn't feel like the scum of the earth? You have the slightest clue the hell I've been through since then? Why do you think I ran away? I couldn't take being a part of that anymore. You could have talked to me. We could have found a way. Why do you think I brought you here? I know I should have done it sooner. But I couldn't, Andre. I couldn't. They're keeping an eye on me more than you. I was the public figure, after all. And I was so little I could barely understand what was going on. Didn't know who to call for help. I didn't have anyone. Kept me alone and locked away. I was so scared. That's all about to change. Don't you get it, Andre? It was never about us. I'm not your enemy, nor you mine. We've got one enemy in common. The ones who put us through all of this. The ones who created Evan. And I'm sure they also wanted this. To separate us. To sow resentment between us. To keep us silent, to keep us alone against the world. This is what they always wanted. You gonna keep doing what they want? Didn't bring you here to keep fighting. So what do you plan to do? Hold some press conference and then spit everything out? Think that scenario ends with you alive and breathing? I'll chase you forever, and you know how that ends. I know, and I don't care. Got nothing left to lose. Don't worry, I won't mention you. The hell, toss my name too. What? We're gonna sync up Bring, we have to do it right. I'm in. Whatever it takes to tear them apart. Though they're so large, it might not make any difference. Andre, guess not the only one who's changed. What I'm trying to say here is, for all the pain I've caused, I just wanted to say it from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry. Thought those words would never come out of your mouth. You feeling okay? Did you go to some spiritual retreat and find yourself? Seriously, where are we? Well, actually, it's a long story. And we've exhausted Nicola's patience as well. Well, alright. Sorry to say it really is a very long story. So I'd settle in. Alright. It came here because it believed that this island keeps the secret of eternal life. See the line of monoliths that goes along the seashore? They're hieroglyphs and... Wait, I know the story. You do? Years ago I heard rumors about Upbring having a secret base in a place like this. They're in everything, huh? I didn't believe it then. Me neither, but in any case, the immortality thing is a lie. Just finished translating all the monoliths. It's obvious it's a lie. I'm surprised you fell for something like that. Any ideas? Should I have some? No, I just hoped you'd come up with something. You're the genius, after all. Everybody seems to believe that genius and magician are the same thing. You can't perform miracles, Vincent. So there's nothing we can do? Just joking. I'm not being completely honest with you. I can perform miracles and I do have ideas. Really? Oh, that doesn't mean you're going to like what I'm going to suggest. I guess it's better than nothing. I'm all ears. What does the message say? Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not. Nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity. Okay, so this place isn't a place of immortality, and if you're looking for immortality, you also won't find it. Because the same man who, on this island, all ego abandons, because if somebody comes here and is totally selfless, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Because if somebody comes here entirely selflessly, he'll know that it's not important anyway. So literally the poem means this isn't going to give you eternal life, and you're not going to find it here, because if you came here selflessly, you'd know that it's not worth it anyway. Only consciousness was and is forever. My endless true eternity. So I guess just being conscious is like live for the moment, maybe? It's perfect. But somewhat long, don't you think? We could make some changes. Changes? We can modify the message. What for? How the heck do you expect us to rewrite them? I don't speak ancient hieroglyph puzzle. I didn't say anything about rewriting them. Wait here. Yeah, just change what the translation is. I love the way his arms waggle. It's so goofy. Vincent, come here. What is he up to? Look at this. Oh. You opened a portal on top of the monolith that leads to the same monolith? You weren't paying attention, were you? Look closer. It's different. It's different. Did you exchange them? The one from our left is now right and vice versa. Andre, just what are you up to? I was wondering if it would be difficult to form a new message based on the original. As soon as you read it to me, I realized it wouldn't be. We just exchange some monoliths and repeat others. Indeed, something totally different could be achieved, with a message somewhat opposite than the original. Eternal is the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever, my endless true eternity. This one's the original, right? 46 monoliths, 46 words, but I propose the following. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless true eternity. 28 monoliths, 28 words. Notice that I'm only changing the order of some words or repeating them. And finally, I discard the unnecessary ones. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless true eternity. I still don't get why we want to do that. They're going to put... Okay, so here's what's going to go on. They're going to... This island is nothing. It's not magical at all. They're going to freeze Clover, and they just want him to be able to meet Dysis and see that she's okay. That's it. Look, I've got an idea. Why don't you let me do the talking and you keep your questions for the end? Go on. Your friend, Clover, right? What is that he wants most above all things? To not die? Vincent, you really suck at this. Based on your descriptions, Clover only cares about one thing. His sister. It doesn't matter if he saves himself or not, he just cares about saving Dysis. And what we could do is give him precisely that. Or more accurately, we could make him believe that. I'm going to tell you this now. We can't save him. Neither him nor her. Oh! Wait, oh! They're on death's doorstep already. Okay, wait, is this not going to be the real Dysis? Did they just adopt some girl and name her Dysis? There's nothing we can... But we can make him believe the opposite. Holy crap, this isn't the future. It's just a couple of days. Oh my gosh. Imagine the following scenario. You go back to Clover's house with the notebook in your hands. You tell him, Clover, it's real. The legend is real. You give him the notebook and you tell him to come here for the artifact. You offer to take care of Dysis in the meantime. Clover, filled with hope, heads to the island, and he starts to decipher the message monolith after monolith. Remember, though, that this isn't the original message but ours. Anyways, during his journey, Clover discovers someone else who was also sent to the island. It's a girl who's also looking for something there. This girl decides to join him in his search and they become close. Clover completes the message. He learns that the whole island is the artifact, and that the immortality is granted by the island from the moment you step on its shores. A bit of disappointment sinks into Clover, now that he knows the artifact is not something he can take home to Dysis. But suddenly, the girl comes up with this theory that it wasn't immortality that the island granted, but rather that the island exists outside of time as we know it. Time doesn't pass normally on the island, and as a result, hours, days, months, and years didn't pass usual there, making everything and everyone on it unaging, immortal, and eternal. That's when the girl also discovers that she is actually Dysis, Clover's sister, who had been sent by you. Due to the temporary gap that was generated because remember, Clover arrived first, Dysis was able to reach this age, or his age, outside the island, and then head there years later. Clover obviously doesn't notice that span of years because he was on the island the whole time. In any case, getting back to the story, and just when Clover thought everything was lost, he realizes that what he's been looking for has been right in front of him the whole time. Dysis also reveals that she was never sick in the first place. Clover, seeing that his sister has grown and lived a good life, that she's alright and that they can still keep seeing one another as long as he stays there, he becomes happy. All of his worries vanish, a smile spreads across his face. He decides to stay and live on the island, to postpone his death forever. The following days are happy, they're perfect. Dysis visits from time to time, until the day comes when Clover eventually dies. But he dies believing everything. He dies happy. Beautiful, fantastic, the audience cries, laughs, cue the applause. What do you think? It all just came to me. Brilliant, isn't it? As if it was the ending of some emotional video game. Ha! How meta. That's the most twisted thing I've ever heard. I knew you wouldn't like it. You never like my ideas. Just listen to what you're saying. It's absurd. Vincent, look at this place. Eternal life in ancient civilization, a message engraved on monoliths? Don't you think it's already absurd enough? Do you really think adding some extra details would make it less believable? Isn't this what you wanted? Doing something for him? Maybe we can't avoid his leaving this world, but we can at least direct how he leaves it. giving him a worthy end, full of adventure and emotion. Die believing a lie? Look, Vincent, I'm sure that today somebody died believing you're a genius. It was their truth their whole life. The truth only ceases to be true when you find out it's a lie. And Clover will never find out. Although it wouldn't be the truth for us, it would be for him. Even though if that truth just lasts an ephemeral moment, you can decorate it as much as you like. A lie is a lie. It's not right. It doesn't feel right. I want to believe everybody deserves a happy ending. And suddenly that's not right? Our whole lives are a lie. What's the difference? You want to do something for Clover or not? Didn't you say you'd do anything for him? Let me recall. What was the other option? Oh, yeah. Leave him to die at home with the baby who also dies. In absolute solitude. But anyway, I'm not going to judge you. It's your decision after all. Woof. Where you going? Are we going to join poor Clover on his final days? Time passes while we ponder. Wait. Yes? The message. Your message is shorter than the original. What are we going to do with the remaining monoliths? You'd be surprised at all the problems that high-powered explosives can solve. Seriously, just blows them up? You're going to blow them up? What, afraid someone's going to hear us? We're in the middle of nowhere. The girl. Who's the girl? Who's Dysis? An actress? No idea. We'll find someone. Promise me. Promise me whoever she is. That she agrees with all of this. Let her know all the details. Dang. Has Vanille been... I think it actually is Vanille, maybe? I don't know, man. I promise. Andre, do you really believe something like this could work out? I don't have the slightest idea. You know how much I indulge in making an idea come true when it takes hold of me. I hope you know what you're doing. Tell me how I can help. Oh, no. Leave it to me. I'll take care of all the island business. You make sure to convince Clover to come here and take care of the baby. And when this is all over, we'll bring down Upring. Together, like old times. You can trust me. I feel like whenever somebody says you can trust me, that's like a sign don't trust them. Don't worry, man. You can trust me. Ominous music. Revelation. Oof. Where am I? These sheets. I'm not at home, but I feel like I am. My head hurts. I don't know how it got here. Last thing I remember is doing that whole act in front of Clover. Oof, you are an actress. Clover! I need to see if he's all right. Remember when she said that she'd do anything for money? So much light. Nicola, Andre, and Evan. Or I guess Vincent. There is no Evan. And there's Clover and the real Dysis. You know, Clover, I always thought I had everything. Everything anybody could ever want. Money, fame, power. Funny thing is, when I disappeared, no one really cared. I was all over the news, sure, but wasn't anyone genuinely worried about me. No one wondering if I was okay. And honestly, I don't blame them. But it was when I asked the neighbors about you that I realized, actually, I never had anything. Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace, Dysis. Like we just woke up. Don't tell me you don't find it strange. Why? Him. dying at such a convenient moment. Too convenient, I'd say. If it happened just a few hours earlier, everything would have gone to waste. How did you know so precisely when it would happen? Andre killed him. 100%. Yep. I didn't. That's reassuring. Oh, good. Now you're gonna start preaching to me about right and wrong too? Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, I just lied to him. He lied to the whole world. He deserved a little punishment, didn't he? Besides, he wants to talk to her. We'll find out eventually. Do you think he'll get mad? Of course he will. Then I'll remember that my way of doing things once again worked. And I'll forget about it. I want to ask you something. Do you really believe that if she had known everything from the start, her connection with Clover would be as authentic as it was? Nobody wants to be a part of a farce. I didn't force anyone to do anything. She saw all his pain, and lying to him was the least she could do. She decided to do it. But it's not about lying or telling the truth. Nor is it about doing the right thing nor the wrong thing. It's about getting results. But I guess it's easier to just call me the movie's villain. Andre is a sociopath. I guess we all have our little lies. You did it. Evans remains. Alright. So, here we go. If you guys didn't catch it all, this is what happened. There was a huge company, Upbring, that was built on the genius of this young prodigy named Evan. And he is supposed to be like this incredible, wunderkid, and just able to think of everything, and everything invents the whole world. That's all a lie. That's all just for the media's sake. Really, it's two very smart people, one way more genius than the other, Andre and Vincent. And the two of them are inventing everything. Andre, again, the real genius. Vincent, the face of it all. He's the one that they put the camera on and say, this is Evan. Well, he gets all this pressure, and he hates the fact that he now has all the attention and that Andre's getting no credit. So Vincent runs away. Vincent runs away and is running away from everything and just ends up in a house and finds a house with a guy. And the guy is just awesome. He's kind and he's selfless and he's trying to help his sister. And in everything, Vincent finds out that this guy Clover and his little sister Dysis are orphans, and they both have terminal illnesses, and that they're going to die. And so in all of this, he's feeling like pity for them, but even then Clover is still just showing care for Vincent. Like, yes, I know I'm going to die. I know my sister's going to die, but let me help you, man. Go back to whatever you're fighting against. Go back to whatever you're running from. Go fix this. And so he does. Vincent goes back, and he goes back to Andre and he apologizes. He says, look, I'm sorry that I became the face. I'm sorry that you got none of the credit. I'm sorry that I let that happen, and I'm sorry that I ran away. But also there's this guy that's better than both of us. And he really needs help. And so also Clover Vincent and Clover's town have found out about this legend in an island. So as we saw toward the end, Vincent goes to Andre and tells him the whole situation, and Andre says, well, let's go to this island. There's this message saying there's no folklore, or there is folklore, but it's all a lie, it's all a myth. And so Andre says, tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it look like there is a real fairy tale. And we're going to make it look like this island is frozen in time. And we're going to hire an actress, and we're going to pay her a bunch of money, and we're going to send her there, quote unquote, looking for Evan. And then in the process, she'll meet Clover. And Clover, who we are going to convince to go there as well, we'll talk, and then we'll have this whole planned out thing with all of her acting and everything. And then at the end of the day, we're going to have her do this big reveal
I'm actually your sister. This island is frozen in time. You've been here for years, but don't worry, I'm okay. I am okay. Well, in the process of all of this, Andre kind of like steps in and he's like, oh, I'm just an adventurer. I'm a wandering guy. And he poisons Clover's canteen and then quote unquote accidentally pours the whole thing out before anybody else can drink it, so that he knows when Clover will die. And so the whole thing comes out where Clover gets his moment where he feels like Dysis is fine and everything is okay and that she is going to be all right and that everything's going to be all right. And then he dies feeling like believing this lie, but joyfully dying happy. And unfortunately, both, of course, Clover and the real Dysis die. But in all of this, these two very selfless, caring people, in Vincent, who became selfless, he get what he wanted. His friend was able to die happy, and Clover got to die believing that his sister was okay. The only person that, not the only person he cared for everybody, but the person he cared for the most. Just this beautiful moment. What is this? What is this place? This is where everything changed for me. I hid in a small town near this island when I needed to vanish. I see. But how did you find this place? By accident, really. I was looking for somewhere off-grid, totally disconnected. I didn't want anyone to recognize me, so I started visiting islands in the middle of the Pacific, little towns, which eventually led me to discover this island. Well, what better place to disappear than a tropical oasis? Okay, but why did you bring me here? I want you to meet someone very special to me. Follow me. Alright, what's going on? Whoa, what is this thing? Looks like something out of an ancient history documentary. It's an ancient monolith. Well, this one isn't ancient since Andre recreated for our message. It says something? Oh, kind of like a hieroglyph. Basically, but you get to interact with it. Kind of like a game or a giant puzzle. No way, I love puzzles. Can I try? Slow down there, let me show you how it's done. Follow me, but watch your step. Alright. So we got more puzzles here, I guess. These are just extras. Yeah, I think I see what to do here. What? 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 Nope, not quite tall enough there. That's all right. I'm gonna do this. Whee! There we go. Let's see if she can get through. Oh, look, and there are all the names of the supporters, is my guess. Hey, I didn't know you had a knack for solving cryptic ancient puzzles. Give me the treasure if you don't want to lose your heads. Huh? Who's that? Who's that? How dare you speak like that in front of one of the most legendary pirates of modern times? I know there are modern pirates. Cool. The great Maisie K. Kendrick demands you hand the treasure over to me. I think that's quote-unquote Dysis, the Neil. What is she talking about? You may try to hide it from me, but this map reveals all. A map? Let me have a look at that. Non ho paura della altesse ho paura della caruta. Joey Albanese. I have no idea. Spared no expense. Evan Ferks. Oh, these are different Kickstarter tiers. Facing your fear doesn't make you strong. It just means you have good eyesight. Lane Barlow. To love my life, my moon and my stars, I will love you forever no matter what. From Jose to Isa. Jose Mancini. Life is but beautiful garnish that will unveil itself when it's all said and done. That. Never tell yourself that you're not good enough. Jeff Zimmer. Enjoy everything. Denise G. If I was a seagull, I would fly as far as I could. I would fly far away places, sing for many people. Luis. Mismo que con el nombre relacionado con la de Rookbird Games. There is a power that comes from deep inside of you because every day you're reaching toward the light. Azaz Kappa. Is humanity headed in the right direction? Michael Fessenden. My greatest joy in this swiftly passing life is bringing happiness and peace to my soulmate, my wife. Marin loves Nephili. A squared for life, Andrew and Alexis Molnar. Okay, Ortiz. Sure. Fireworks, question mark?
Where is it? Where's the treasure?
This isn't a map.
Then what is it?
How should I know?
What are you two whispering about? Don't try anything funny.
But of course, the treasure. How could I have forgotten? Just over there.
Where? Where is it?
See those monoliths right behind us? Follow the line they draw until you find a broken boat. It's right below it. And don't forget your shovel.
Treasure! Arr.
Or maybe that was another Kickstarter person.
Weird.
Okay, where were we? There's one more left. Let's go. I'm guessing that was somebody who, like, a top-of-the-line Kickstarter or whatever, was able to just do whatever they want in the game. Alright. Whoa. Oof. I thought I was going to be able to get that. Let's see. Nope. They know what they're doing. They designed their game properly. Unfortunately. That was dumb of me. That was very dumb of me. Dang it. No. Dang it, what have I done? Gotta do this. And then, nope. Dang it again. I don't know why the teleporters are throwing me off this time. I know what I need to do. That. And bloom! I want to know who this girl is.
So what do they say?
Huh?
You said they were hieroglyphs, right? What did you write on them?
Clover Emor.
Clover what? What does that even mean?
Oh? So who's the girl? Wait, what? That's it? That was it. Man, beautiful game. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time with whatever we play next. See you guys then. Bye.